You've joined Prophecy Talk for analysis of world events and unfolding Bible prophecy, brought to light by prophecy expert and author Erika Grey of www.erikagray.com.
Now, it always amazes me how conspiracy theories have flowed through the evangelical Christian pipeline into end-time teachings. This is the work of none other than Lucifer himself, who blinds many to the truth because he is, after all, the father of lies. Satan enjoys creating confusion. Today, I'm going to point out why conspiracy theories have nothing to do with Bible prophecy. I do not even want to come on and do a broadcast about conspiracy theories. This is a waste of my time when I could be following up on some real Bible prophecy news. But because many of you are misinformed, I need to devote a show to this topic. What surprises me is that some Christian leaders actually adopt these teachings. I remember years ago, Pat Robertson first came out with his book, The New World Order. Now, here is a man who was going to run for president, who graduated from Yale Law School and Washington and Lee University, and yet he did not pay attention to Political Science 101. In Pat's book, he stated that a conspiracy has existed in the world working through Freemasonry and a secret order of the Illuminati, a group combining Masons and Jewish bankers. The definition of conspiracy theory is a belief that some covert but influential organization is responsible for an unexplained event. I want to add, or will be responsible for a future event. To name a few, I will start with Chick Publications' cartoons of Catholic Church conspiracies, which have been circulating for over 30 years. They're really going to town now with the new Pope being a Jesuit. We have the Illuminati, the Freemasons, Mormons, Trilateral Commission, Skull and Bones, Rothschilds, Bilderbergers, and then there are the Jewish conspiracies, which are adopted by some radical Islamic writers and feed the fires of anti-Semitism. Sadly, Mr. Robertson himself adopted one of these with his comment about Jewish bankers. I myself have seen videos of stacked black FEMA coffins, which are waiting for each of us who do not obey in the New World Order. In each of these, the secret society is bringing about the New World Order of one world government. I also want to point out that these theories have been circulating for years, and I mean well over 3 decades. The Trilateral Commission, the Council on Foreign Relations, and the Catholic Church conspiracy I heard about back in the early 1980s. If these secret societies are so proficient and organized, how come there has been no takeover? Why have they not succeeded? They have not succeeded because they do not exist. A telltale sign of a conspiracy theory is that someone from within reveals what is really going on to the author. Do you think if it is that secret that the information will get out that easily? If the organization has the power these theories claim they do you think they would let someone just give away their secrets? You have to compare these organizations to like our CIA. Do you think if someone is out there spilling secrets of classified documents or whatever, that will not be traced and ended? There are several reasons why conspiracy theories have become so powerful within evangelical Christian circles concerning Bible prophecy, and I'm going to name 6 of them. Number 1, they sound convincing to the person who does not know anything about how governments work, and most people do not know or care about how governments work. Reason number 2, in Bible prophecy, gaps emerge. A gap is a hole from where the present to the time of fulfillment, and conspiracy theorists fill the gap with a conspiracy theory. When I began my research over 20 years ago, there existed many gaps, and many of these have now closed, or some have narrowed to the place that one can easily speculate on what will occur next. For the conspiracy theorist, it is easier to fill the gap with a conspiracy theory than to say that we are just not near that place yet in fulfillment of Bible prophecy. Reason number 3. Conspiracy theories substitute for time-consuming research on the part of the author. Many of the authors of prophetic works in relation to current events are theologians and spend little time researching current events. So they teach you the conspiracy theory that backs up their point. It's an easy fix. Reason number 4. Many people like to be entertained, and conspiracy theories really entertain. Foreign policy can be quite boring. Conspiracy theories are entertaining, and with the advent of the internet, they are even more entertaining. Reason number 5. Conspiracy theories are designed to seize your emotions. They are a category of sensationalism, and when your emotions are seized and you are in an emotional state, your logic goes out the window. And our last reason, number 6, conspiracy theories do not make any sense in the world of laws, government, and how the world works. For instance, the UN is pulled into several theories as the launching pad for the Antichrist. Saying that the UN can launch a dictatorship is like saying that the World Trade Organization can also launch the Antichrist. The UN has no government, no platform for a dictator to come to power, no currency, and no army. It doesn't even have citizens. It has citizens. There's no citizens. There's no actual citizens in the UN. It has members, and the members are the various nations. Its main body is the General Assembly, and then its various councils, a secretariat, and an international court of justice. It sends out its blue helmets for its peacekeeping operations. Oh, but the conspiracy is going to turn it into a world government. Now, this is not to say that the world organizations will not be used by the Antichrist, because they will, to lead the world into global governance, but they are not the launching pad. I do not want to spend too much time on conspiracy theories because foreign policy buffs do not pay them any attention. Their theories defy political science 101. More important is that conspiracy theories actually go against the teaching of what is forecast in Bible prophecy. Nowhere in the Bible does it describe the rise of the Antichrist as coming about via a conspiracy. Nowhere, nowhere, nowhere. And for all of you who swear by your theories, show me in the Bible where the Antichrist rises to power via a conspiracy, and I will show you otherwise. First and foremost, the Antichrist rises from the revived Roman Empire. This is so clear in Daniel 9:26 and 27 that because he identifies the prince that shall come as being from the Roman Empire. Revelation 13:1 confirms this by adding that this empire rises from the Mediterranean Sea. Daniel 11:20 tells us how the Antichrist gets his political seat. Let's see, does it say he gets his position after a group of men acted secretly and conspired for world government, and they put one into power, a vile person? No, that is not what it says. What it does say is, and in his place shall stand a vile person, whom they will not give the honor of royalty, but he shall come in peaceably and seize the kingdom by intrigue. It is by his deception the Antichrist gains his political seat, not the deception on the part of a secret society. The Antichrist is the deceiver, and by his deception he gets into power. I want to make that clear. He is the deceiver, not a secret society. Then there is also the issue of the 10 kings, which give their power and strength unto the beast, which is spoken of by both Daniel and John in the Revelation. How does this fit the Illuminati, Bilderbergers, or any of the groups cited? But It can fit the European Union, as I talk about in my book, The Seed of the Antichrist, Bible Prophecy in the European Union. You can also learn about it in my special report, The EU Exposed, found at www.theeuexposed.com, which is also www.theeuantichrist.com. Look at that today, purchase it today, and you will learn exactly what I'm talking about in this broadcast. Now, I want to say that the final world empire comes about because God allows it. Daniel 2:21 tells us, and he changes the times and the seasons. He removes kings and raises up kings. Romans 13:1 states that there is no authority except from God, and the authorities that exist are appointed by God. Revelation 13:7 even tells us that it is given into his hand to make war with the saints and overcome them. The Antichrist himself is allowed his power by God for God's purpose. Thus, he is appointed by God. The prophets predicted the coming Babylonian invasion of Judah, and in 2 Kings it states, "And the Lord sent against him raiding bands of Chaldeans, bands of Syrians, bands of Moabites, and bands of the people of Ammon. He sent them against Judah to destroy it, according to the word of the Lord, which he had spoken by his servants the prophets." When you read Israel's history of the Assyrian invasion of the northern kingdom and the Babylonian invasion of Judah, which had long been predicted by the prophets because of Israel's idolatry, you will find there was no conspiracy that brought to leadership those kings. In each case, God himself was involved. It is the same with the tribulation. The book of Revelation makes that clear. What conspiracy theories have done is blinded many of you to the blessings of how Scripture is really being fulfilled. And how it's being fulfilled is through the current geopolitical system. There's nothing secret that needs to be exposed. The information is already there if you look. And if you purchase my reports, you will see that the sources that I provide, you can look them up for yourself and you will find them. And when you relate current events to Bible prophecy, you have to use logic, reason, and the pieces to the puzzle better fit and all fit. They better all fit, or your theory is disinformation that keeps someone from the blessings of the truth, of what the real truth and how prophecy is really being fulfilled in our world today.
Jesus closes the book of Revelation, declaring, "Behold, I am coming quickly." John 20:21 records, "These things are written, that you may believe that Jesus is the Christ, the Son of God, and that believing you may have life in his name." John 3:15 promises that whoever believes in him should not perish, but have everlasting life. Trust in Jesus today. He lives, and he is returning. Thank you for listening today. Tune into Prophecy Talk next week with author and prophecy expert Erika Grey. In the meantime, be sure to visit Erika Grey's website at www.erikagray.com.